I'm Kana Whitworth here in Los Angeles, and we begin with our top story at this hour. Wall Street surging today. Stocks regaining the ground lost in yesterday's trading session. Investors reaching for signs of optimism in the economy, hoping for de-escalation of the global trade war in the coming weeks here. You can see there the rally coming, of course, just one day after President Trump's attacks against Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Trump calling Powell, quote, a major loser, and pressing him to cut the interest rates. Joining me for now here is Jacqueline Lee, along with ABC News' Alex Perche. So, Jacqueline, let's start here with you. Stocks really jumping, bouncing back here today. What are we seeing on Wall Street? It looks like all major indexes up at least 2.5%.
Yes, so Kana, stocks popped over optimism of a deal with China. And according to a Bloomberg report, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent told a group of investors that the trade war with China was unsustainable and believes that a deal can be reached. That is a big deal because remember, Kana, the trade war, it hurts China and it hurts the U.S. So if the two countries can come together and make a deal, it helps everybody. So we're seeing the stock market react to that. Remember, if there's any sign of a deal, the markets rally, it goes up. If there's sign of tension, the stock market goes down. But the real question here is, what is that timetable for a possible deal? Kana.
Certainly watching that closely here, but also, Alex, we know Powell specifically has warned, right, that Trump's import taxes were likely to drive up the prices and slow the economy. What are we hearing from the White House today?
Well, the White House is doubling down, Kana, on their policy that tariffs are working. Tariffs used as a tool, and that's something that the president has touted basically since waging this tariff war. But the other thing that they're doing is kind of dancing in the gray with this criticism of Jerome Powell. The press secretary this afternoon, Caroline Leavitt, was asked if the White House still believes in the independence of the Federal Reserve, and she pivoted, saying that the president believes that they have been making moves and taking action in the name of politics, and that the president has the right to express his displeasure with the Fed. And so not exactly a direct answer, but certainly defending their right to call him out.
Well, but Jacqueline, let's take a look at Tesla here if we can today. We know that Tesla is scheduled to release its first quarter earnings report. Investors watching really closely whether the worldwide protests against Tesla, of course, CEO Elon Musk, are affecting the sales of this electric car maker. So what are the analysts expecting here, Jacqueline?
So they are expecting weakening demand. So remember, thousands of people have protested against Musk for his participation with Doge and the Trump administration, and they have been showing that displeasure through their wallets. It's kind of, people have said it's a way to vote with your wallet. And so what we have been seeing is deliveries of Tesla vehicles over the first 3 months of 2025 dropped about 13% compared to the same time period a year ago, according to the company. And Tesla also sold fewer cars in 2024 than the year prior. So this means the company's first year-over-year sales decline in more than a decade, according to earnings. We've seen Tesla stock down about 40% year to date through Monday's close. And so analysts saying they're not expecting this to potentially be positive in regards to earnings, but ultimately we'll see how it goes. Kana.
Certainly watch that closely. All right, Jacqueline and Alex, our thanks to both of you.